Chapter 4 Sleepless Sleepover. Suddenly, Amity feels a lack of touch. Her head snaps up to see she's in her room, the sun slowly rising over the horizon. Checking the time, she had successfully slept 5 hours, and she feels oddly a little rested. Kinda like she took a power nap during a 10-hour workday. During work, she notices her mother is watching her more, causing the anxiety to stir in her chest. She decides to ignore it and watch her annoying siblings perform from the hallway. The dynamic duo are wearing black shirts with the shop's logo printed boldly across the front. Ed is currently doing a handstand with a dagger balanced on the tip of his foot. Meanwhile, Em is showing the small audience her blindfold, and the apple in her hand is real. Em dances around blindly, stumbling around until her back is turned to Ed. It seems like the trick isn't going as planned once Em starts winding up to toss the apple off stage. Amity snickers along with the crowd. She wouldn't ever admit it, but her siblings are great showmen. At the last second, Em lobs the apple over her shoulder and lands perfectly on the dagger. Emily shakes her head at the air horn sound effects. It wouldn't be a Blight twin show without the use of an air horn. "Hey Blight, I'm kidnapping you." Boscha taps on Amity's shoulder. She's bored and ready to play video games. "It's not kidnapping if I go with you willingly." Amity returns with more snark than she intended. Scar jogs up to the two. "I got the green light from your mama. Let's go, hoes!" The three pile into Boscha's luxury car and drive across town. Amity stares out the window. She thinks about what her purpose in life is. Kinda deep for someone who's on a car ride, but she can't help to think about those stupid fucking tarot cards. She remembers the reading saying she needs to appreciate the small things. She doesn't have a clue as to what the small things are she needs to be appreciating. Then there's that other card that said happiness is coming her way. She doesn't feel happy. If she's honest with herself, she hopes the reading means she's going to get a restful night's sleep, but she doubts it. "What controller do you want, Amity?" Scar nudges her friend with the Death Stranding controller, while holding up one with a Fortnite skin. The three love giving each other gag gifts. Amity rolls her eyes, slightly insulted. Her friend even asked. She plucked the Death Stranding controller out of her hand. "Hey loser, what are we playing?" Scar asks, now standing at Boscha's wall of video games. Each section is separated by a game console. The benefit of being rich is you can have a theater room with surround sound to maximize the gaming experience. Boscha swallows the chunk of sandwich she just bit off. "BO3. Amity snickers. Fireball tutorial. Scar laughs along, while popping in the disc. She flops on the recliner next to the pale teen. "I'm guessing we're going for the Easter egg again." "I need to, redeem myself." Boscha takes another bite. It's now 2 a.m. and Boscha is far from taking her on her back. "Fuck!" Boscha jumps out of the recliner. "That was bullshit! I so didn't get fucking hit there!" Amity yawns and places the controller in the cup holder, signaling to her anger-prone friend she's done for tonight. The Blight nudges the sleeping teen, who passed out on the extremely comfortable recliner about an hour ago. Amity envies her ability to sleep. The three part ways. Boscha storms to her room, grumbling how the game is cheating, while Scara and Amity drag their feet to the separate guest rooms. Rich people flex with having more rooms than what they know to do with. Why not have 4 guest rooms? Amity turns her phone on silent and opens the Goodnight Baby app, which is an app that plays white noise for fussy babies. She feels like one, considering she hasn't been sleeping like she should. As dark as it sounds, if Lady Death is behind us, she should just get it over with and take her damn soul. Amity finally slips into Sleepy Vale. She sees the light is in a different direction this time, and even brighter. She guesses her spawn location has changed. The reason behind it is unknown. The teen strains her ear to hear what Luz is doing, but it's dead silent, and her sixth sense is warning her of some invisible danger. "Luz?" she calls out. "Are you okay?" Amity enters the lit area from behind the bench this time. She can see across from her is a small cat thing wearing a skull as a mask. It's just sitting there on the other side of the light ring. Both the small creature and Luz are having a staring contest. The blight stands behind her friend. Her body feels uneasy from her fighting her instinct. Luz? The teen in question happily smiles and squeezes Amity in a tight hug. "Hi! Oh, I have a new friend. His name is King." She points to the creature who is now curled up in a ball like a puppy. Amity can't believe her eyes. Luz is completely calm around the demon. When a normal human encounters a demon, they become irrationally paranoid or agitated. The blights aren't affected by demons like normal people are. Some would assume it's from their own magic canceling it out. But boy, does her skin ever tingle so painfully. The medium is glad her friend isn't a sleep paralysis demon. Now she's concerned with a small dog thing. "Luz, what do you think that is?" The rainbow-wearing teen tilts her head. "I think it's a Pokemon, or a cat with a Halloween costume." Sometimes Amity wonders how Luz got this far in life, with the same intelligence level as a rock. "Really? A cat?" The blight deadpans. "Well, what else would it be?" The other teen shrugs, but her head snaps back to the demon in question, who has lifted its head with an annoyed expression. Okay, we're sorry, King. I promise we'll keep it down." Luz turns to her friend, pressing a finger to her lips. "Shh. He says we're too loud." Amity looks between the two beings. She didn't hear a sound coming from the little creature. Now this is really interesting. In the same morbid way, like learning a body decomposes 4 times faster in water than on land. Amity follows Luz to the bench. "You can hear him talk?" "You can't? Huh, that's strange." Luz pretends to stroke a long imaginary beard. No matter how intense the situation gets, she always finds a way to be a dork. "He showed up right after you left, and now we're best friends." The blight doesn't believe what is happening before her eyes. A mere human is communicating with a demon like it was a beloved family pet. Her eyes widen in realization. "You said he showed up after I left? Where did he come from?" Luz cups her hands around her mouth and shouts at King. "Hey cutie, where did you come from?" The admittedly cute demon raises his head to shake a fist at the teen. "Aye, watch your mouth." Amity is holding back a giggle. This reminds her of the time when Ed tried catching a stray cat. He gave up after the 5th time the cat scratched his face, like a true idiot. Luz turns back to her friend, like nothing happened. "He says something rude about my mom. I don't think he's going to be any help." The blight blushes at their close proximity. She swears her nose is almost touching the other teens. She releases her hold and takes a step back, in hopes of her brain restarting. Amity shakes off her blush and returns to the strange situation at hand. "What were you feeling when King appeared?" I was wishing you would come back." She pauses. "Wait, I specifically thought I wish my friend would come back." Then he walked to the light a few minutes later. "I don't think he can cross over like you can." It's just as the medium suspects. "I think you have some magic." Luce jumps around like a kid on Christmas morning. You really think so? Wow! Me mommy always said we have some Dominican witch in our blood. Amity grabs her friend by the shoulders. Do you? Luce, who are you? The teen is confused by the question. I'm Luce Nocetta. I told you already. No, what are you doing here? You're a real person with a life outside of here. Amity slightly shakes with excitement to find some answers after all this time. Okay, we're going to take this one step at a time. This isn't a fever dream of an insomniac. She tries again with a different line of questioning. What was the last thing you remember? You woke up at home, in your bed, then what happened? Luce scrunches her eyebrows, trying to recall anything outside of Sleepy Vale. I ate a Pop-Tart. I had my duffel bag for some reason, and me mommy was home for some reason. Amity nods. You're doing great. What happened next? I was mad? Oh, I was mad I had to go to camp. Yeah. Her smile droops to a frown. We argued over my shorts. She didn't want the other kids to bully me like they do at school. She looks away in shame for raising her voice at her mother. She left to work and the van was running late, so I went to go watch some cat videos by the window. Amity gives a supportive squeeze, as if to tell Luce she's going to protect her. Then what? Then I heard the van, but it didn't wait for me. I didn't have enough time to put my shoes on, and I remember feeling scared what would happen if me mommy found out I missed the van. I chased it. Luce stares blankly, her voice suddenly becoming quiet. I chased it. She can hear the sounds of a car honking, followed by glass smashing. The teen slowly slumps to the ground. Oh God! Am I dead? She folds into herself, with tears falling freely. If I'm dead, where's my body? Is that why King is here? Amity doesn't know, hence her extensive research of the underworld. She keeps finding contradictive texts on what the next life is like. Who knows if Lady Death uses hellhounds as guides to the next life. However, in her personal experience, each portal she opens looks different when she looks inside. Who really knows if she spawns in a new area or if it's personalized for each soul? The medium holds the grieving teen. It's one of the few things she knows how to cope with. I don't know. I promise, Luce. She holds her face in her hands and wipes away her tears with her thumbs. I promise. I will find you. The two lock eyes for a moment. They both lean forward for a tender kiss before Amity fades away.